Okay, I think the recording is working, so let me share my screen right quick. Mm, Let's just share the entire screen. Okay, so now the entire screen is sharing. Let me show you a pretty cool website. If you want to, well, if you're looking to learn or capitalize on something like short interest and short squeezes. So I use FinViz. Um, I was looking up AMC earlier. And the institute would not approve of what I'm about to tell y'all, or what I I'm just telling you about it because there could be opportunity there. Now, I'm not encouraging anybody to do this, but if you know what short float is, or shares that are short, basically short interest, all that is, matter of fact, let's look at something a little more high flying. What was happening today? GameStop. Yeah, sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to go to AMC. Look at that. All right. So look, like I said, I don't want to encourage anybody to make any stupid decisions or to take a crazy bet, but there could be opportunity when you know what you're looking for. Okay. So short interest. Let's look at this. Short interest, all it says is the amount of people that are that have short position. Well, not the amount of people, the amount of positions that are held by people that are short GameStop. So it's 64.37 million. Now, that number is basically a percentage of the float, and that percentage is right here. So, of all these shares that are available to trade, right? All these shares that are available to trade, this is the percentage of them that are short. Now, that doesn't seem like a lot, right? But when you look at this number here, the short ratio, you may see it called, I call it days to cover, because a short ratio of days to cover, that's basically how many days does it take or will it take for the people who have these short positions to close those short positions. And it's called buying to cover or buying to close a short share position. In your portfolio, if you got some short shares, it'll show like negative, or at least on the brokerage accounts that I've had. Anytime I've ever shorted anything, it's always shown a negative quantity. And then when I close it, it shows zero. It goes away after that. But this is basically saying it's going to take them 9 days to cover these shorts. Now, that doesn't mean there's an opportunity just because you have a high short float or a high short interest. It doesn't mean anything, and it doesn't mean anything if just because there's a decent short ratio or days to cover. You want to know what has to happen? You still have to have a whole bunch of people buying it, or else these numbers are absolutely irrelevant. The only time that an opportunity like this comes, or an opportunity that's actionable, reasonable, reasonably actionable, that isn't just a bet, comes is when there's actually people purchasing so much that they are putting the short owners in a position where they have to cover, and they may have to cover for multiple days. Now, I'm not saying that's the case here because you never know. It could have been just a one-time deal, a one-day deal, because they're not going to do it for, they may not bid it up for 9 days straight until there's zero short interest. That's probably not going to happen. All of these aren't going to go away. But I can tell you this, after one day, this has gone down. That number was a little bit higher yesterday. And that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, opportunity can come in many ways. And FinViz is just one of the sites that I have used before to capitalize or to potentially find opportunities or to see if an opportunity is worth putting capital towards. And anything like this, because there's nothing financially sound backing it, anytime I've ever um, put any money towards one of these, it's only because I felt confident that I could make a quick buck. And I normally don't do that. But volatility is a trader's best friend. And it's something that I'm not really afraid of, but I'm also smart about it as well. So this is something to look at. Don't just throw money at a trade. And these numbers mean nothing unless people are actually buying. Okay. Hope that helps somebody. Hope that makes sense. And that was not the only site that you could use, by the way. You could also go to um, Yahoo Finance and they'll tell you the same thing. It'll just look a little bit different. All right. Hope that helps. Bye bye.